Happy Saturday, everybody. Christy here, Small Yard Big Plants. How's it going? We have had, I would say, more springtime weather. Violet is chomping on some strawberries. Don't mind all the noise in the background. It's a busy Saturday in the neighborhood. So yeah, I figured today we would just be puttering around. I did some watering earlier today, and I figured I would just show you some of the things that are growing in the garden today. Probably not a long vlog, but anyway, you know I gotta share all the goodness. So here we go. Here is a quick look at the garden. As you can see, there is a lot more green. There's a lot more foliage. Things are growing, finally. So yeah, I'm excited that things are finally kind of starting to take off. We've had a really cold, rainy spring. So I am super excited that things are finally starting to bush out a little bit more. And you know, I love it when the garden gets wild and it's more like a food forest than anything else. So let's get in there, see how it's going. I know the nasturtiums have started to take off, which is fantastic. The sweet peas are just going strong. Sunflower right there in the front, it's looking great. I can't wait to see some blossoms on there too. And yeah, let's get in there. Oh, I think I have my first official pepper growing and my first green tomato too, so we'll find those. So here you can see this. I think this is the most glorious nasturtium plant in the garden right now. Oh, just look at it. They're like, the video does not do it justice. I feel like they're like hot pink color. They're just so pretty and gorgeous, and I just love them. I'm trying to remember the variety. I'll see if I can find it and put it up in the screen here. I think like Amazon Jewel maybe might be what it is. Oh, so pretty. Violet wants to show you the pumpkins we have growing.
So these pumpkins are called the baby bear pumpkins, and they're really tiny. But let me show you guys.
All right, he wants to show you something else that just popped up.
This is an early girl watermelon. This is the first one that has popped up.
Yeah, that's our first watermelon.
Yep.
Gonna be so yummy.
And look at this beautiful rose.
Oh, be gentle. That's a California poppy.
Yep.
V, what did you find?
A strawberry, and it's fully ripe.
Ooh, try it.
And that's like, okay.
You gotta pull it out. Take a bite. Let's see if it's ripe all the way through. Is it good? Yeah? Sweet and yummy? Nice. Way to go, Strawberry Tower. Happy to report the carrots are all growing up nicely. I did thin them. This year there's actually 2 rows, even though all of them are kind of starting to, the greens are starting to bush together. But you can see I've got like 2 distinct rows going, and I did thin them in between. So they've got like about an inch or so. So that should help them to size up, and hopefully we'll get a good crop. This season I planted Shin-Karito as just 2 rows of that, all Shin-Karito carrots, and I'm really excited to taste them. Hopefully they don't get super bitter in the warmer weather that's coming. We'll see. And I've got some beets that kind of came up, and got poppies and strawflower, sunflower, kohlrabi, little eggplants. Everything has been a little bit yellowy, which I don't love, but you know, it's been cooler and wet. So I'm hoping that the weather coming will help all of the nightshades like the tomatoes and peppers and eggplants to really kind of boost up and start living their best life. Over here we've got our sugar snap peas, which have definitely gone up and above the trellis. You can see kind of the TP trellis ends right about here, and they are up all the way up there. I know Gloria was saying the other day, like, how does she even harvest them up there? Well, I don't know. I'm sure we'll find a way. Get a step stool or a chair or something. I'm really excited to show you that these super sweet, these like purple magnolia ones, have really dark purple pea pods that are starting to form. If you can see that. I know the light's not the greatest right now. see. Do you see that color? It's just like super dark, but lovely. So I'm really excited to taste them, see how they go. But yeah, all the other ones are growing. It's just delightful. Got cucumbers coming, chamomile coming, dragonflies zooming all over the place. And I've also got some little baby cucumbers. Last week I did move Glory's squash plant out of the cucumber row, so I planted some more Ashley cucumber seeds. They've popped up. But you know, it's not all amazing. I've got this nasturtium over here that definitely has some, I think it's called chlorosis. See how the leaves are like, the leaves are super yellow, but the veins are kind of like a darker green. I think that's a chlorosis, like nutrient issue. So I'm gonna dig into that, see what I can find out. I don't usually have to do anything special for my nasturtium, so I don't know what's going on with that. But everything else in this bed looks really happy. So you know, you win some, you lose some, I guess. Maybe it's just the weather, who knows? As you can see, the pepper jungle is really thick. The poppies, all there kind of in the middle, they are just about to pop. And I can't wait to see what color they are. But also, I want to make sure that the peppers have good airflow. So I did pull some from in between. So there's more airflow out here, but I think I still might need to pull some from in the middle. I'm happy to report we finally do have our first pepper growing. Pippin's Golden Honey right there. Isn't that awesome? So cool. Remember how I told you guys to come through your tomatoes all the time and look for suckers? Well, this is what happens when you miss one. This one right here, this was a sucker. You can see it kind of comes in the little armpit of the plant, and then it took off. So I'm gonna let it go. I will have to trellis it up and support it, but I'm gonna look for others to make sure that I'm not missing a ton. So like here's an example on the pink jazz tomato. I just want to pinch it, pull it off. Here's another little one up here. Pinch it right in the middle there, pull it off. Anywhere you see those. Also, I'm going to come back through anywhere where the plants are like touching the ground. That can be kind of a risk for, you know, illness, disease, blight, stuff like that. So I'm going to have to get through these maybe tomorrow and do some more work in there too. But it's looking like a tomato jungle. That's how I like it. Here's the other side of the slicer tomato bed. Here's another example of two suckers, right? One from each little armpit there. So you just want to come through and pinch them off to send that energy through to the buds for fruit production. Might technically get less flowers if you do that, but they'll probably be bigger and juicier and yummier. And then over here on the Moscovich tomato, which is one, oops, there's another one I gotta get. The Moscovich tomato is one that I got from the garden sale. And it is, as the name implies, it's like a Russian variety. It's an earlier variety, can handle cooler temperatures more effectively. And so I'm not surprised that it is the first one to get a tomato. It's coming.
Yay!
It's obviously not ripe yet, not ready to eat yet, but I will show you as it gets there.
And obviously I'm gonna be the first one to eat the tomatoes.
Violet is a bit of tomato monster. We gotta watch out for her. Although you know, oh, she brought me a strawberry because she's so sweet. Look at that.
Can I go get
Ripe all the way through, you guys. So good, delicious. I will say, usually my cherry tomatoes are the first ones to produce fruit, and they do have flowers. They are growing, but they're a little bit spindly this year, and I don't have any fruit on them yet. Have you guys experienced this in your gardens? Like, is this year just kind of not the best tomato year for you? Is it just me? I don't know. But like, look at the difference. I treat them the same. Same yard, same air, same light, same compost, same fertilizer. But like, here's the cherry tomatoes. And here's the slicer tomatoes. Granted, this bed over here also has more plants like in the middle. Like there's more marigolds. There's sunflower at the end. There's some poppies in the middle. But if you pan around, like it's just not as, like the tomato plants themselves just seem a little bit scrawnier. So let me know if you have any tips for boosting that up too. I'd love to figure that out. I'm not sure what's going on. This right here is the Summer Jewel Salvia that I started from seed. I'm hoping that the plants will get a little bit bigger as well as the summer goes on. I don't know if I mentioned today's the last day of May. Can you believe it? So tomorrow's June, and I'm excited for like that summer garden, wild, thriving awesomeness that comes. But fair bit of wind still today. Little rose update. This is the raspberry cream twirl. It occurred to me, I was looking the other day, that this other one, I had ordered two. I don't remember what place, but the other one that they sent me is gorgeous, but it definitely doesn't look like a raspberry cream twirl. I think I have two different varieties. Different growth habit. Like this one's a bit taller. And then this one definitely has that crazy variegation that I just love. And the petals, like the petal count, I feel like is a bit more. They're just like fuller than on this one, which is weird, right? But they're still beautiful. But also, the OCD in me wants them to be the same variety. We'll go check on Poca, see how it's doing too. Here is that gorgeous Poca rose. Oh, it's so full, so fragrant, and just totally gorgeous. Violet has decided to harvest some strawberries so we get to eat them before the squirrels.
So far I found 7.
Ooh, let's see that basket. Let's fill it up. Awesome. Things I transplanted last week are looking good. We've got garlic chives, Tulsi basil, the tricolor sage. Oh, you can see it's already, the Tulsi basil is already starting to flower, which smells so good. It is a variety that you would commonly have flowering. It's not one that you would generally cook with. It's more for like teas and medicinal things. But it smells so good. We've got lavender blooming, which also smells amazing. Lemon balm, mint, little tea roses. Just so many little bits of delight. Apparently I'm growing an asparagus tunnel now. You can see Violet's under there. I gotta do something so they don't like fall over, but I'm excited that all these little bells are starting to turn into little berries, so they'll reseed and we'll just have hopefully asparagus for forever. And then underneath, of course, I do try to put some flowers in there. You can see some really cool nasturtiums. I don't remember what variety that is, but they just have a really beautiful like dark maroon throat on the inside and little spots. They're just lovely. So beautiful.
I found 11 strawberries.
We're
now.
up to 11. That's awesome.
Yep.
Good job, kiddo. Here's the straw flower I got. I did just pick up the start from Means Nursery the other weekend. It just sounds so cool. Can you hear it? They feel so wild. I don't know if you've ever grown straw flower. I have not. But it might be a keeper from this point forward because it's just such a neat plant. Go.
Hi guys, look at how much strawberries I found.
Those look so delicious. I can't wait. This nasturtium over here looks like it's living its best life. It's nice and big and lush. And look, it's trailing like all the way down. It's curving up around the T-post. I love it. That's one of the reasons I love nasturtium so much. They're beautiful and they're wild and just gorgeous.